Hello, I am Poorvi. Welcome back to my channel. Now, from today's session, I am going to discuss prepositions. So, prepositions, yes, the trickiest lesson I would say. All my students, they get stuck when it comes to use of prepositions. सबसे difficult part कुछ लगता है तो prepositions होते हैं. Now, what do you mean by preposition in English? So, preposition is a word that you use, right, to connect, to show relation of the subject with other things in the sentence. So it shows relation of the subject with other things. When I say subject, it can be a noun or pronoun. With that, right, noun and pronoun, how it is connected to other things, that is shown by preposition. तो कर्ता के साथ, right, अलग अलग चीजों का, other things, right, other noun के साथ क्या relation है उसकी बात करने का वाला word होता है, that is preposition. So in this lesson, I want to start with three main important prepositions, I would say: by, preposition of, and from. So first, I want you to understand individually, right, each of this preposition individually, how it is used in different ways, right, how you can use this preposition. After that, yes, at the end of this video, I also want you to understand in the same sentence when you change by from or of, how it is different, right? How it makes a difference. So sentence is same, but when you change the preposition, meaning is slightly different. So that also we understand at the end. But first, let us understand individually all this preposition. And I would like to start with by. So by, I would say it is a versatile word and it is used in different ways, right? This preposition is used in different situation in different ways. And we would start with the first use. And here, that is used to show the doer. So now when I say doer, what is the meaning? Doer is the one who is doing the action, subject of the sentence, the one who is doing action. You can say karta, काम करने वाला, जो काम कर रहा है, that is doer. So in a situation, many a times you use passive sentences in the conversation. So in all passive statements, if you wish to add doer, right, the one who is doing the action, you add at the end of the sentence with preposition by. तो ये सिचुएशंस में आप किसके द्वारा काम हुआ है, राइट, तो करने वाला आप एंड में ऐड करते हैं बाय के साथ. लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड एग्जांपल. सो वी विल बी डूइंग सेंटेंसेस, बट यस, अगेन, इफ यू आर अ बिगनर एंड न्यू जॉइनी, यू मस्ट नो हाउ टू मेक सेंटेंसेस फर्स्ट. अगर आपको सेंटेंस स्ट्रक्चर, सादे सिंपल सेंटेंस बनाना नहीं आता है, सो इन दैट केस दिस यू माइट फाइंड दिस डिफिकल्ट. So पहले आप बेसिक सेंटेंस वाले वीडियो चेक करें एंड देन यू चेक दिस preposition, because when you learn, understand preposition and conjunctions, you are able to make complex and lengthy sentences, right? So let us understand doer, right? First sentence, the by is used here as a doer. Now all the doubts were solved by Poorvi ma'am in the class. All the doubts were solved. Now here, what is the situation? You are discussing about doubts. So Poorvi madam is not that important. Doubts are more important. So you are using passive statement. You understand this. Now by Poorvi ma'am. So Poorvi ma'am is the doer. Subject is at the end. So आपने by से add किया. In the class. So that is showing place, location. So in is also preposition. But we would focus on by. So सारे doubts class में solve किए गए. Poorvi ma'am के द्वारा सारे doubts solve किए गए. This is a passive statement. आपने by use किया. Similarly, meetings are scheduled by the HR of the company. Meetings are scheduled. So we are talking about meetings here, but yes, you are adding HR at the end. Meetings schedule किए जाते हैं HR के द्वारा कंपनी के, correct? So this is passive. You can say reports are sent by Sarita daily. Reports daily sent किया जाता है. So here, these statements are passive, right? Home is cleaned daily by Sarita. घर रोज साफ किया जाता है. In that case, at the end, if required, you add subject with by. Now, next situation. Now here you use by to show method. When I say method, how the thing is done. कैसे हुआ? To show that you use by. They went to village by train. They went to village. वो train से गए गांव में, right? How did they go to village? By train. Yes, you can say by train, by bus, by auto rickshaw. But if you are using bike, you should say on bike. Again, preposition. Here we are using by. So you can say by bus, by train, by auto rickshaw. She earned money by investing in stocks. उसने पैसा कमाया. How did she earn money? By investing in the stocks. This is made by hand. This is made by hand. ये कैसे बना है? हाथ से बना है, right? See here it is showing method how that thing is done. Hope you are getting it. You can use more examples. You can give more examples. You can say that he made payment by check and he got this PPT done by somebody else. किसी और से करवाया, right? In that case, it is how it is done. That is by. Now third. Now see here preposition of place, right? Now where? So it is by. He sits by the window. Here the meaning of by is near or beside, right? It is the meaning is nazdik, right? Near or by. He sits by the window. वो खिड़की के बाजू में बैठता है. He sits beside, he sits near, he sits by the window. The bag is by the table. Bag किधर है? Where is the bag? It is by the table. See position, place. Shop is by the station. Where is the shop? It is by the station. Station के बाजू में है. You can say shop is near the station. Shop is beside the station. Shop is by the station. You can also say there is one library near the school. There is one library near the school. So it is near the school or by the school. Meaning is same. So here by is to show preposition of place. It is location. Now preposition of time. When it is used to show time, see how it is used. My father comes home by 10 p.m. So when I say my father comes home by 10 p.m, meaning is he comes at 10 p.m. or before 10 p.m, but not after 10 p.m, sure. तो पापा 10 बजे तक घर आते हैं, मतलब 10 बजे या 9 बजे या 8 बजे, लेकिन not after 10. 10 के बाद नहीं आते हैं, not later than 10 p.m. We will complete this project by Saturday. We will complete this project by Saturday, मतलब Saturday is the deadline, not after Saturday. Yes, we may finish it before Saturday. Friday हो सकता है, लेकिन Saturday के बाद नहीं होगा. You must submit all the documents by Thursday. You must submit all the documents. आपको सारे documents Thursday तक submit करने, मतलब you cannot submit documents on Friday. So that is deadline. So this is preposition of time, तब तक. Now to show measurements, right? When you talk about measurements के बारे में बात करेंगे. So her office is 15 feet by 20, right? Her office is 15 by 20. 15 by 20 का उसका ऑफिस है. So I'm talking about measurement here. The profit is increased by 20%. So there is a rise, right? Increase in the profit. So for measurements यहाँ पर हमने by का use किया है. The profit increased by 20% this year. I think yes, you should sit with notebook and understand all the applications. We are discussing important ones, but at least this much you should know. Understood? Yes. So this is about by, and now we should discuss. Now let's understand how do we use of in different situations. Preposition of. Again, it has several uses. बहुत सारी जगहों पे of का use करते हैं. Different. So yes, let us understand one by one. The first thing is quantifying expression. When I say quantifying expression, it tells you about quantity of something. कितना है, right? Quantity में बात करते हैं. So with uncountable and countable both, in that expression you use of. A drop of rain, see uncountable nouns. A drop of rain, a pinch of salt, a cup of coffee, a kilogram of rice. This is uncountable. If it is countable, you say there were hundreds of students. There were hundreds of students. कितने थे? Hundreds of students. Students, right? Standing in the queue for admission. There were hundreds of students standing in the queue for admission. He has plenty of small business ideas. He has plenty of ideas. So here it is about quantity, right? कितना है? उसके बारे में बात की. Now the second use is it shows possession and belongings. What do you mean by possession? So it shows that something belongs to or is connected to some other thing or someone. The door of the house is open. So now see how it is. The sentence is different. The door of the house is open. घर का दरवाजा खुला है. घर का दरवाजा, right? Color of my new dress is pink. Yes, मेरा नया कलर का ड्रेस पिंक है. He is a very good friend of mine. He is a very good friend of mine. The owner of this shop is my friend. The owner of this shop is my friend. He is the father of the child, right? So this is about possession of. Let's move ahead. Now, see, now here it describes characteristics, right? So when you describe anything, right, or you talk about characteristics, quality, at that time you use of. He is a man of principles. He is a man of principles. So what do you mean by principles? Ethics, right? The person बहुत सिद्धांत, उसूल वाला. So that is principle. You can say he is a man of his words. When you say he is a man of his words, मतलब जबान का पक्का. He is a man of integrity. Again, integrity is very honest, ethical person, right? So this way you use. She is a woman of wisdom. She is a woman of wisdom. So here you are talking about characteristics of a person. Now next is cause of a feeling, emotion or condition. What is cause? So see, there is a reason of cause of that condition. कुछ कारण, कुछ वजह उस condition का, for that feeling, cause of that feeling or cause of that condition. For that, I am fond of teaching. I am fond of teaching. पढ़ाना मुझे पसंद है. She is proud of her achievements. She is proud of her achievements. उसे बहुत अपने achievements के ऊपर गर्व है, ऐसा बोलते हैं. He died of cancer. He died of cancer. So these are the situations where you are talking about feeling and emotions with of, right? So there is a reason for something. There is a cause for something. Now, yes, when you talk about content of something, what do you mean by content? What is in that? What is inside that? That answer is with of. A book of poetry, right? Book of poetry matlab, this is a book wherein you will find all different poetries. ये book है जिसमें सारी poetries है. Box of sweets, मिठाई का डब्बा, right? Box of sweets. Bag of chocolates, chocolates का bag. So content के बारे में बात करते हैं. Now it is also used to talk about, right? To talk about when you talk about a thing which is a part of the group, right? The small thing, the part of the whole thing. कुछ बड़े का कुछ हिस्सा. See, most of the work is done, right? Most of the work is done. The full work is not done, but most of the work is done. You can say some of the students were absent or few of the students were absent yesterday, right? Some of the students were absent yesterday. One of the students in my class is her brother. One of the students in my class is her brother. मेरे क्लास का एक स्टूडेंट है जो उसका भाई है. See, you are talking about the part of the whole thing, right? Hope you got this. Yes, of is again different. Yes, now different applications. Understand slowly. Now next is position of something. Yes, it is about position. Again, the stationery shop is in front of the gate. Yes, stationery shop. Where is the shop? It is in front of the gate. He was waiting at the corner of the street, right? Where was he waiting? He was waiting at the corner of the street. So this is about position of something, right? Now let's see how of is used when it indicates it is about time. By the end of the day, right? By the end of the day, they all were exhausted. See, of you can relate with time. So by the end of the day, all were very exhausted. मतलब all were very tired. By the end of the day का मतलब क्या होगा? दिन के आखिर तक, right? दिन खत्म हुआ तब तक तो सब लोग एकदम tired हो गए थे. He called me in the middle of night, right? He called me in the middle of night. रात में उसने मुझे call किया. See, the application is different. At the beginning of the week, we all are very fresh and energetic. At the beginning of the week. So this is how you use of the week, of the day, of night. This is how you use that with when it comes to time. So it shows time here. Now yes, when you talk about, when you show relation between two people or thing, that is also where we use of. So he is the manager of the company. So who is he? He is the manager of the company. The result of the exam is not satisfactory. The result of the exam is not satisfactory. तो result satisfactory नहीं था. Result of the exam, right? So it is showing relationship between two things and two people. This is also of. Yes. So now last one which is left is from. Now let's talk about preposition from. Yes, so from is used to show where something begins, originates or comes out of. So it shows the starting point of, starting place. See, it can be place, person, thing, anything, right? जहां से शुरुआत होती है. For that you, to indicate that thing you use from, starting point, right? You get something from somebody, you get something from the place, thing. Let's see examples. She sent me a parcel from Hyderabad. She sent me a parcel. उसने मुझे पार्सल हैदराबाद से भेजा. तो स्टार्ट कहां से आने वाला है? हैदराबाद से स्टार्ट होने वाला है, राइट? पार्सल. द ट्रेन कम्स फ्रॉम मुंबई. ट्रेन मुंबई से आती है. सो अगेन फ्रॉम मुंबई वो स्टार्ट हुई, करेक्ट? ELC क्लास इज ओपन फ्रॉम 7:30 AM to 9 PM. You can also say ELC class starts from 7:30 AM. सुबह 7:30 बजे से स्टार्ट होते, राइट? आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट स्टार्टिंग टाइम. ही विल हैव हिज एग्जाम फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट मंडे. ही विल हैव हिज एग्जाम फ्रॉम नेक्स्ट मंडे. सो नेक्स्ट मंडे से एग्जाम शुरू होने वाले हैं. शी बॉट दिस मोबाइल फ्रॉम क्रोमा. कहां से आएगा मोबाइल? फ्रॉम क्रोमा. आई हैव नोन हर फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड. यस, यहाँ पर सिंस इज ऑल्सो फाइन. वी यूज सिंस, बट हियर वी आर डिस्कसिंग फ्रॉम. सो आई हैव नोन हिम और आई हैव नोन हर फ्रॉम चाइल्डहुड. बचपन से उसे मैं जानती हूँ, राइट? आई हैव नोन हर. सो दिस इज अबाउट वेर यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट, राइट? स्टार्टिंग प्लेस और स्टार्टिंग टाइम. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड नेक्स्ट. इट इज ऑल्सो यूज्ड टू शो डिस्टेंस. Distance between two places or distance. ELC class is only 3 kilometers from DMart. ELC class is 3 kilometers from DMart. You can also say ELC class is only 2 minutes from Bandup railway station or Mulund railway station. The airport is 25 kilometers from Mulund. Airport is 25 kilometers from Mulund. So you are talking about distance, right? So from this place to this place. Now it is also used in time, right? In that case you use I take lectures from 9 AM to 1 PM. From 9 AM to 1 PM. 9 बजे से 1 बजे तक मैं क्लास लेती हूँ. I take lectures from 9 to 1. I have been teaching here from 2006. Again here we use since, but from is also fine. So I have been teaching English from 2006. 2006 से पढ़ा रही हूँ. So here you are talking about, yes, time. So here how we use this from. You understood by, of and from. Yes, of is little complicated, used in several ways. You need to go through this again. Now, yes, I told you that at the end I will explain you how you can use all the three in one sentence. Now look at this. The painting is by Radha. The painting is from Radha and the painting is of Radha. What is the difference now? When I say the painting is by Radha, right? It is she drew the painting, right? उसने painting बनाया है. The meaning is by Radha. She created. She drew this painting. When I say the painting is from Radha, so I have received the painting. मुझे मिला है लेकिन राधा से मिला है. From Radha I have got this painting, right? So is from Radha. And painting is of Radha when I say, तो ये painting राधा का है, right? The painting is of Radha. See, slight difference in the meaning. Understood? When I say that this new apartments are by Lodha. So मतलब they designed this apartment, right? उन्होंने design किया है. When I say these apartments are from the company to their employees. So when I say this, the apartments are given to the employees by the company, right? Right? From the company. Yes. And then when I say the apartments are of employees of that company. In that case, when I use of, they are right now it is their apartment, right? The apartments are their apartment. Employees जो है उनके apartments है. When I say from the company, मतलब company से उन्हें मिला है. And when I say it is by Lodha Group, मतलब Lodha has designed this apartment. The book is written by Jack Canfield. He is the author of the book. The book is from Jack Canfield. Jack Canfield from, when I say he gave me, from him I have got this book. And it is of Jack Canfield, मतलब Jack Canfield का book, ये book I think किताब है. Understood? Right? Yes. So you need to solve few more example. Try to understand what is the difference between by, from and of. So gradually when you understand, see prepositions, you are able to make good sentences. And see, this studying one time will not make you perfect. Frankly speaking, we do in detail, all the prepositions are discussed. But one time in the class is not enough. So with lot of speaking practice, reading practice, application comes. बहुत ज़्यादा सुनेंगे और बोलेंगे at that time, right? Then you improve application, then you improve your preposition and you are able to speak better English. Hope you understood the lesson. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, subscribe my channel and like my video. Yes, if you want to know about how you use unless, as long as and provided that in a sentence, if you are not comfortable using these conjunctions, you can check conditional sentences. After that, unless, even though and all that you can study. Check this video and improve your English. Thank you. Bye.